More potions.
Scarcely anything left.
What is it? Go to Leckler, contact Cuthbert in the Beyond, and find my...
Email bed. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
Boy, you again. Ha! You holding up? Everything up?
Yes. Now to have some pork. Oops. Sorry, shift right on through.
You will pay for your crimes.
Prophet, it's good to see that you're here. Just follow the hallway down into the cave. That Starling man. Or...
Well, he can't have built it all by himself. Just look at that thing. It's unbelievable.
I know, but apparently those steel spiders helped it. Interesting creatures, really. With enough... Sun temple.
Huh, probably. Still, it would be better if he used his machines to keep those Neremes fanatics out of our city. Trusting in the seal of a Neremes Sinistrivist. It's naive, if you ask me.
Well, you can't say that it doesn't, right?
So far, if entropy is anything, it's unpredictable.
An outlander. Isn't this
Ah,
nice?
you. We were told you'd be coming. Just curious. They say the Starling. I'd really like to know if they've made it to the heavens. It's a fascinating piece of technology, it truly is. If only Lashari could see this.
What he did ask for was a tube with... Well, you are the one... material, not help. To be honest, with all those in her... That's the deal, yes. Even though he wonders what you hope to find up there. Anyway, enough talk. They say you are quite skilled in finding things. And there are things that need to be found to finish Gertrude. Sakabaku copper alloys. Well, that's the challenge. The alloy... But as far as... Here, and now his thoughts exactly. Now bring him a new one. Chop chop.
Ahoy.
make no trouble and you'll be alright.
Sure. Where to?
Fine. Fun. Finally, some fun.
What the? Where did he go? Wrong enemy.
What?
Ahoy. These spider things give me the creeps.
Huh. You're the one they call the Prophet, right?
Well, any luck?
Passing the trial.
Ah, he thought so. Very good work. Your reputation is well... Perfect, that's them. Good work. Yes, he didn't expect it, but you and your order have been of great assistance. Ah, and you should go to the captain's cabin before you leave. Your Grand Master arrived a short while ago, and it seems he wants to talk to you.
Prophet, have you found the missing pieces? Good. According to Kurmai, your journey will last 2 days. I've instructed him to first head for the Nexus Tower. According to the Starling writings, this is where the ancient fathers kept all their knowledge. The heart of the Star City, so to speak. Ah, and you will not be traveling on your own. The mercenaries, Sakaresh, Magistra Yaela, and her adjutant will accompany you. I expect you to be back in the temple in 1 week, with knowledge about the Numinas. As long as Skyrim's barriers are holding, yes. However, we should not rely on them. They will be there when the ship leaves. Before you go, however, I suggest you return to Ark to properly equip yourself. Who knows what you will be facing up there?
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk blessed.
Huh? Can I help you?
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you?
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Neremese bastards in the
Oh,
harbor.
hello. I haven't seen...
Dad told me that's where
Oh,
the
a bit of
petrified
this
were.
and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Greetings. Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do down here anyway. Farewell.
Now where did I...
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Come. Arantiel. Same shit, different smell.
Some shifts never end.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
there you are. The Truchessa has been looking for you.
She has? Why?
About the defense of the city. Play there. Still some rattlers inside. Clamp up. We don't want something like this to happen again.
I will see her at once. Can you believe it? Sigil bearer Vartar. I just...
Just where did I put it?
What do you want?
Greetings. Yes, of course. May his light guide you.
What a Oh, a lot! Tell me if something catches your eye. Safe travels.
Interesting. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk blessed.
watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Another spy? There he is. It may not be the palace of the Golden Queen, but it is comfy, lice-free, and affordable. What do you say? Welcome. Oh, a bit of this and that. The roast rabbit is really good. Take a look for yourself.
The path that was meant just for him, yet the dreams that he sought in the deep red afterglow were as distant as ever before. He did find a home in the city below, where life neither purpose nor honor can hold. The woman who loved him held out her heart, and her suffering tore it apart. 'Cause he strayed in the void as a wayward wanderer, despising the path that was meant just for him, yet the dreams that he sought in the deep red afterglow were as distant as ever before. Our ancient world seemed as old as his eyes. He had lived his whole life under empty skies.
Safe travel.
When a little boy asked him for the guide,
Is it important?
He said,
Walk blessed. Some shifts never.
You have no business here. Get out!
Yes?
Oh, hello. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Hello.
Yes?
Hello.
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Naramese bastards at the harbor gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
Huh? What do you want?
Please, sit.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. From this day on, there's...
Wait, I think I know you. Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Neremy's bastards at the Harbor Gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
An expedition to the Star City. I never thought I'd see the day.
This just doesn't make any sense. Why can't it ever be easy?
You are expected.
Good. And on their way back, the others will be able to steer the ship without you, correct?
Yes.
Look who's here. Talk to Kamai if you're ready to start. He's just waiting for your signal.
Gertrude flies on her own as soon as the
Oh, hey.
coordinates have been set.
It's good that you're here. Can you believe it? I mean that we are seriously on board an airship, and will soon... Huh. I guess that's one way to look at it. But anyway, let's see if that thing even flies. Who knows?
People to meet the ancient
Saira,
fathers.
it's good to see you.
It is hard to believe that. Walk blessed, and all the best for your fight.
Thank you. The others are expecting you. Ah, and there's one more thing. This amulet belonged to my son. I want you to have it. Wear it or not, the choice is yours. Now leave. And do not disappoint me.
Welcome aboard. Well then. All aboard! Then raise the ramp! She's taking off! And there we go. Good. Very good.
This is incredible. Simply incredible.
Fly!
It's a crazy world, isn't it? On our way to a forgotten city in the clouds, and I'm part of it. That just sounds surreal. But anyway, it's good that you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Do you have a second? You have a point there. How should I put it? I wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you know it, but all that's happened since I plucked you out of that thicket on the Sun Coast, it did something to me. I think I've understood something, as corny as it may sound. It's hard to put into words. You know, I still believe what I told you that time we met at the Dancing Nomad. That we all act as we do because we hope it makes us happy. But somehow, in no small part thanks to my father, I've always considered responsibility and being happy to be contradictory. But actually, that's wrong. It's the exact opposite. In order to be truly content, we need connection. To a person, to a cause, to anything. If you never find that, you'll never find yourself. Yeah, I said that. And I still think it's true to an extent. You're on your own if you want to be. I'm responsible for what happened to Adila and to Lycia, because I never wanted to be responsible. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But I can't change what happened. I'll just have to live with that. Maybe, maybe not. In the end, I can only speak for myself. The fact is, though, that I don't know, that it feels like I owe this world to be right here, right now, as part of something momentous. And I like how that feels. That surprises me. No matter how all this ends, I will have no regrets. The same goes for our friendship. That's what I wanted to tell you. Despite all the trouble we got ourselves into, I'm glad that our paths crossed. For whatever reason they did. Thanks. But anyway, enough of this sentimental babble for now. You should probably rest a little. Who knows what awaits us up there? Oh, Adila. What did you do?
Saira, how are... Okay, let's just skip the small talk. I was never good at that. I wanted to see you because there's something I need to show you. Follow me. I couldn't sleep, so I used the chance to take a look around. The thought that Kermine did this all by himself... It's incredible. It would take dozens of Andralian craftsmen at least 5 years to do this. So, are you ready? Good. Kurmai told me about this place. Sphere is what keeps us in the air, and it draws its energy from the water. Crystal water, that's what he called it. I just had to see it for myself. It's beautiful, don't you think? In any case,
He just can't believe it. No, he just can't believe it.
Oh, damn. No, quickly, run. That should do it. Now, wait a second.
What part of vertical didn't you understand? He thinks his instructions were clear. Stay here. Do nothing. But no. You decide to run around the ship and open whatever door crosses your path. And no, don't look at him like that. Next time, there will be consequences.
Well, okay. Yes. Saira, that... I just... by the name of the sun, I just can't believe it. Here we are, on a mission to save mankind, and instead of sharpening our weapons and talking gloomily, we play hide and seek like two little kids who just stole an apple from their neighbor. That's just bizarre, isn't it? No, it hasn't. Anyway, I guess we're safe down here, at least for a while. But actually, I don't mind. This place, it makes me feel serene. Lets you forget why we're here. Do I? In a good or bad way? That's good to hear. You know, Saira, I've been thinking about what happened in the castle and the talk we had after that. Well, do you remember when I said that I should maybe just give up and accept that I'll never be able to fully control that thing inside me? You tried to comfort me and told me that what happened in the castle was just an accident, and that with just enough tenacity, I could make sure it would never happen again. At first I was grateful, but then I thought about it and realized that there was actually some truth in what I had said. You know, all my life, I've tried to kill that part of me because it made me feel despicable. And every time I failed, I hated myself for it and thought that I was just too weak. But that was the wrong way to look at it from the very start. This thing, the only way to truly kill it would be to kill myself. And I can't and won't do that. Not now, when there's so much at stake, nor in the future if there is one. No, I won't let it harm anyone ever again. But I'll accept that it's a part of me. You know, Saira, what good did all the self-loathing ever do? I've been dealt a tough hand, and with that thing and these urges inside of me, I'll never be like the others. I think that's the best, maybe the only way to deal with something like this. Accept it, as despicable as it may be, because it is part of who you are. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not deluding myself. Living with this thing will be something I have to wrestle with for the rest of my life. There will always be moments of weakness when it will try to get the best of me. But I will always resist. And I will do so without condemning myself every time it happens. And in the meantime, I will live. I will do all the things that I never allowed myself to do. Build friendships, go see the world, and go dancing. Even if the latter would be a rather amusing sight. You are, if you want to be. That really means a lot to me, Saira. You know, I'm not sure I could have... why am I still talking? Hey, sorry I didn't wake you earlier. You seemed... exhausted. I guess so. I heard talking coming from upstairs, and I think it could be time to go back to the others. What do you say? Good. I'd recommend a little clothing first, though. I don't think the others would like this look as much as I do.
There's something that's right here, my son. Why is... Anyone noticed us yet?
They probably just haven't seen us yet. The club. that's it.
Or the city's deserted. Looks like it to me.
Nonsense! Now quiet. He needs to concentrate.
Now, if it isn't our missing friends. It's good to see people finding common ground, even in these times.
Magistra,
No reason to be ashamed, Keeper. There was a time when I was young, too, believe it or not. We came across the first of these floating buildings about 3 hours ago. The Valley of 1,000 Clouds. That's what the Starlings called it. But as you've noticed, it's a little too, well, quiet. No, not at all. But who knows? Maybe it's as the Starling says, and we'll be surprised. Correct, yes. The Nexus Tower. By Malphus, it's a pity we don't have the time to explore. Just imagine how much history is hidden in each... Maybe we can come back here one day, once we've stopped the cleansing. He was at first, yes. Well, first of all, let us take a look at it up close. Then we'll see.
Still, no one. That must mean something, right?
He will find them. He will find them, and they will listen.
Hey, wait! By the righteous path. That's not good at all. Come on, please follow me.
Malphus, this is so beautiful.
Beautiful, but deserted. So maybe the ancient fathers of the Starlings don't exist after all?
Let's not jump to conclusions, shall we? Somebody must have built this place, and somehow the maps which led us here have ended up in the hands of the Starlings. Ancient fathers or not, whoever was capable of creating something like this must also have known things. Let's just wait and see.
Father Eurolai, Father Jotanax, Father Rajimon, he is here, and he has found you, just as your prophecy foretold. Now open the gates! Why don't you answer? Open the gates!
Oh my. I sense drama.
By the stars! Why do you punish him with silence? He found you! He fulfilled your prophecy! So let him inside! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening! This isn't happening!
Kumai.
Yes. Yes, he is here. He is sorry, Magistra. It was a mistake to come here. This place is dead, and the ancient fathers died with it.
Very poetic, pal, but now you're overdoing it. Who says they're dead? Maybe your ancient fathers just... left. To someplace else.
Yes. I'm sure they did.
Look, I am sorry this place isn't what you had hoped it would be. I really am. But Dalveric is right. You shouldn't jump to conclusions, and despair won't help you either. We should inspect this place before deciding anything. Don't you agree? The only question is how to get inside.
We could try breaking this gate open.
Splendid idea, boy. Do you have a battering ram with you? Myrid-sized, preferably?
This place must have a side entrance. Kermai?
Yes, probably.
Then let's go look for it. We split up. Dalveric, I suggest you accompany Kermai and take a closer look at the area around the docks. Legium and I will examine the eastern part of the city. And you and Sister Sakarish scout the west. If anyone finds anything, call the rest of the group before doing anything else. Now off you go.
Oh man. Let's just hope the... And I can't come... Come on, you go ahead. I'll be right behind you. Saira, over here. That looks like a side entrance to me. Maybe it leads to the main tower, too. Come, let us go get the others.
Good. That looks exactly like what we needed. Anything we should know about the interior, Kermai? Well then. Kermai, you, the Prophet, Sister Sakarish, and I will go inside. Liam and Dalveric, you stay and guard the ship. If we haven't returned, or if you haven't heard from us within 12 hours, you're to take the ship back to Ark. Understood?
Understood.
Then let's be off. Let's see. This is Starling's script, but it's different. Blazes. Can you take a look at that, Kermai?
Of course. He sees. That's very... all right, yes. These are directions. To the left is the Shorai, which roughly means workshop. The right corridor leads to the living quarters. He thinks the Shorai will lead us to the top of the main tower.
Good. Then left we go. I suppose this is where the council held their meetings, isn't it, Kermai? Wait, where is he?
Huh? What in blazes? He was here a second ago.
Wonderful. We need to find him. Let's split up. We'll meet up again here.
So? Any luck? You're right, but why did he run off in the first place? That's just careless.
I couldn't agree more, but at least now we have a trail. Let's see if the lever still works. There you go. Then let's see where that leads.
Hold on, Saira. Focus, Kalia. Focus. What now, Magistra? That's what I call well hidden.
Must have gone somewhere.
Kirash, this is beautiful. What is this place, Magistra? Can you read the glyphs?
I'll try. Yes, that? Tower of Memories. That should be it. Let me read some more. Blazes, this is tricky, but by Malphas. Yes! We got lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive, to be precise. The gathered memories of the ancient starlings.
But there's nothing here.
We will see about that. Come. We got lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive, to be precise. The gathered memories of the ancient starlings.
but there's nothing here.
We will see about that. Come.
Was unexpected? What now?
One moment. Ah, here.
Wait, what's happening here, Magistra?
The Starling prophecies were right. The ancient fathers have lived in this place for eras, maybe eons. Correct, and they witnessed all of it. Their creation, well, that's the big question, isn't it? Correct. And yet, they never helped any of the civilizations that were extinguished by it.
But why? This is murder! If they know how to defend themselves against the High Ones, why didn't they share that knowledge?
Who knows? Maybe their hands were tied somehow. Or that. But that's just speculation. What we do know is that neither the Red Madness, the High Ones, nor the Cleansing could harm them, and that their knowledge might be the key to completing the beacon. Now, would you look at that? Welcome to the memories of the ancient fathers. Let's see what we can learn from it. If the Grand Master was right about this, the Pyrean history should perfectly reflect the different phases of the cycle, including the Cleansing. The sixth step. The cycle concludes, the cleansing happens, and mankind vanishes, just like that. Do you see this temple in the background? This must be the temple in the city of 1,000 floods, the heart of the Pyrean realm. The chaos, the war, the red madness. This is the fifth step, where we are right now. Do you see this shape in the background? This must be the High Ones who are behind all of it. The cycle nears its end.
That's step number 4, the downfall of the rulers. For us, it was the Shadow God and Narazul Oranthiel who killed the Lightborn. In the Pyrean Age, it was this general, Jakal. He was a member of one of the reigning castes himself, but one day turned against them. The Archmagister told me all about it. He was the Pyrean Shadow God and the Pyrean Taurenar Quarak, all in one, so to speak.
Let me see. Yes, this is the creation of a theocracy. After the first civilization falls, a second one arises. That is reigned over by a few who proclaim themselves gods. Do you see the hats? These were the sun priests of the Pyrean realm, the equivalent of our Lightborn. The second step of the cycle, just as the Grandmaster said. A first civilization arises, blossoms, and falls. For us, it was Asadaron's reign of the Eterna, which collapsed after Starfall. Who knows what it was in the age of the Pyreans? That's the first step of the cycle. Out of nothing, life forms itself, and from that life, man evolves and starts populating the earth. And after the sixth step, it all starts over. So this is the final proof. Everything that has happened to the Pyreans, and probably to those before them too, is now happening to us. That's the question, but by the gods.
What?
Well, mankind. It ascends to the sky, to the High Ones. Mankind doesn't vanish at the end of a cycle. It becomes a High One. That is how they reproduce, how they feed, or whatever you wish to call it. Don't you see? These shapes that ascend skywards, they're thoughts, our consciousness, our souls, and all of them together form a new High One.
So you are saying that what a High One really is the consciousness of an entire civilization?
Yes, it's our memories, our thoughts, our dark knowledge, our collective consciousness. This is monstrous. Yes, by the righteous path, that's it. Korek is right. In a way, humanity does reach a new level of existence, because it becomes one of those beasts. Oh, yes, we do. The word of the dead. You said the aged man left it for you, didn't you? Then this is the way. The Numenos. I know what it is. Or rather, what we need to fill it with. The essence of a High One. It's hard to explain. The problem with the High Ones is that they don't have a physical shape, and this makes it hard to fight them. They are everywhere and nowhere, just like the air. This is why we need the beacon to fight it. It has the power to banish them. It's an assumption, but a well-grounded one. What the beacon does is channel massive amounts of energy and unleash it on its core. Isn't it logical, then, that we need something of what we want to banish? Like an energy signature inside it. It might sound far-fetched to you, but it feels right. You're correct, it is not. But I don't see that we have any alternatives, do you? Well, this is where it gets complicated, but I think I also have an answer to that. The word of the dead. We need to use it on a High One, to enter its mind. If there is any place we can find a High One's essence, it is there.
But even if that would work, where are we supposed to find a High One? You said it yourself, Magistrate. They don't have a physical form, and even if they had, they surely wouldn't reveal themselves to us.
That is correct. But I know where to find one. Where the last cleansing took place. That is where we need to go. And once we are there, you need to listen to the echo.
Of course. You can see what happened back then.
Correct. The echo grants you the ability to feel and relive the memories of this world. But since the High Ones are immaterial and will not reveal themselves to us when we want them to, all we can do is travel back to a point where they did. The last cleansing. Yes. This means that we have to find the holy city of the Pyreans, where the last cleansing took place. The city of floods. Well, I hope this place can help us find the answer. If the ancient starlings witnessed the entire cycle of the Pyreans, then they surely knew a lot about the geography of the world as it was back then as well. We need to keep searching. Come, let us go back to the tower.
Entities who reproduce by devouring the consciousness of an entire civilization? That's just bizarre.
Is it? Don't we ourselves breed pigs so that we may eat them once they are fat enough? In a way, the High Ones are just like us, except that it's our thoughts that they are after rather than our bodies. It bears a certain kind of logic. You cannot deny that.
Knowing that, Korek's story about mankind ascending to another level isn't as far-fetched as it first sounded. We don't cease to exist. We coalesce into something else. Into a High One.
Yes, but is this new High One really us? Or does it just need us to come forth? Yes, we know now that this is how they reproduce. But we still know far too little. How did they come into being? How long has this been going on? So many questions.
True, but if I may say so, Magistra, we should save the philosophical questions for after we have stopped the cleansing.
Of course. Well then, let's see what...
Kermai?
They are here! They have been here! All along!
Kermai! Where by the righteous path were you?
He was a fool to bring you here. You Soilborn are too dangerous. You've always been. But he was too blinded. Blinded by his dream to finally finish her and sail home.
I don't like this, Magistra.
What are you talking about, Kermai? The fact that the ancient starlings left this city doesn't have anything to do with us.
Stop talking! Darn it, you are so ignorant! They are here, but they won't reveal themselves to us because they don't accept your presence. Because you are unworthy of them. Nonsense! Even your mightiest of magics is child's. He will prove his worth to them. He will show...
Kermai, stop this! Right now!
The defense system, of course! They will understand.
To arms.
What is this?
Forgive him! It has to be done!
Find the map and leave!
Saira, what? Yes, of course. And surviving these creatures will be a challenge, too. Yes, you're right, we do. That means back to the dock. Yes, you're right, we do. That means back to the dock. Come on, let's get back to the elevator. After that. Correct. To the right. Magistra Diana, dead. She was already a keeper long before the Grandmaster was even born. It's just not fair. Yes? but but a war with Nareem, that changes everything. They trump us in every aspect. Manpower, equipment, siege machinery. Let's just hope the walls of Ark are really as durable as they're said to be. That looks good. Let us hope it also leads us down the tower. Careful. Enemies, get ready. Well, it seems the ancient starlings weren't as peaceful as they were made out to be after all. Kirash. That doesn't look good. That's one way to put it. This flying steel creature must have noticed them. I agree, but going out into the open would be suicide. In other words, we need to find a way to switch. Well, that's what we need to find out. But do you remember that Sarai that Kurmai told us about? That doesn't look good. That's one way to put it. This flying steel creature must have noticed them. Yes, but as long as that'll... Well, that's what we need to find out. But do you remember that... Look, over there. That looks promising. Kirash. There are a lot of them. let's see what we can do to deactivate this alarm. So, did it work? Damn it. But... Run! Let's see what we can do to deactivate the alarm. So, did it work? Damn it. But... Run!
Over here! Now! True. Well, that's what I thought too. And this flying thing, the novice, Legion, he didn't make it.
By Malphus. Then... the only ones left.
The only ones? So the Starling and the Magistrate didn't... Oh, that's tragic. I'm ashamed to ask, but what about the Numinos? A map? If I believed in such things, I'd call this a twist of fate. I think I know where we can find one. And up there could also be our passage back.
Up where?
Follow me. I'll show you.
How did you make it here, my Sir Dalvaric? And what is this? Some kind of tunnel system?
Please, just a spar. I think we've been through enough together by now for that. And concerning your question, there was another entrance into the tower that led me right into these tunnels. There must have been shortcuts for the ones whose job it was to keep this place running. At least that's my guess. But it appears that you can reach almost any place in this Nexus Tower through the tunnels. And that's just what we need.
Wait, I don't like this.
Damn it, that just had to happen, didn't it? To the other building, quickly.
Here we are. Care to fill us in on your plan now? Jespar?
First, we need to find our map. And then, well, then we each take a seat in one of these capsules and let ourselves drop.
We let ourselves drop?
There are deep pods. Kamai had similar ones on the airship, and I just hope they work as intended. Unless you have a better plan, of course.
No.
Good, then get going. Let's find that map. Is that it? Great! Now to the pods, quick!
Kirosh, you're well. Come, we should go look for the mercenary, for Jespar. I saw his pod go down not far from here. Look, over there. Oh no. Oh, he's alive. Looks like a minor laceration to me, maybe a broken rib or two. I guess the force of the impact threw him against this rock. Still, we need to get him to an apothecarius. Do you have the map? I think... Good. Then at least all this wasn't for nothing. Let's go.
So the High Ones devour our consciousnesses. Now that's what I call ironic. Maybe Koarik and his free people do become part of these higher beings they so adore after all. We should tell them. Maybe they'll be so delighted that they will abandon the siege and sail right back to Nera.
Spare us your jests. Archmagister, how long will you need to decipher the map? Archmagister.
I don't know. A couple of days, at least. I should start right away. Excuse me.
What is wrong with him?
Jaela was his mentor during his novitiate. But he will get over it. He has to. You did well, Prophet. Despite the complications, the mission was a complete success.
A complete success? What in blazes has happened to you, Tila?
Nothing. And now is not the time for quarreling.
Yaela is dead, Tila. Just like Jorik. Jorik for the name of the gods. And none of this would have happened if we had just given Quarik this idiotic machine. Please, Tila, if my opinion means anything to you, let go of this madness.
I don't care about your opinion. Yorick was a traitor, and Yaela gave her life for something greater than herself. But The latter in particular seems to be something you cannot relate to. Now, silence. I've had enough of your attempts to hinder our mission. Back to the topic at hand. Sharon, what do you make of Jaela's plan to use the word of the dead to enter a High One's mind? I always thought it only enabled its user to relive the last memories of the deceased.
Well, if the High Ones are made of a collective subconsciousness, they are different in that regard. They consist only of memories, and a lot of them. That is, of course, if the Magistrate's theory about them is true.
Forgive my interruption, but having seen the Starling's murals, I would say it is. Mankind ascends to become a High One. This is what the cleansing really is.
Then it might work. Used on a High One, the word of the dead could allow us to enter its spirit.
We will take the risk. The walls still hold against Korik's armies, but we need to hurry. As soon as the Arcanists have figured out the map, we will set out to find this city of 1,000 floods. If you have any unfinished business to attend to, you should do it now. Many things will be decided by what's to come. I feel it. Ah, and the apothecarius said that the mercenary will live. He's in the Cararium, in case you want to pay a visit.
Blazes, it's dark already? Time really does fly by.
I have never seen him like that. Saira, I almost feel ashamed to bring this up now, but I would like to spend some more time with you before we start this last mission. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about all this. Just meet me in the upper city when you find the time. And be careful whatever you do. We've lost too much already.